Well, back here now to a tragedy on the tracks of the Southern Tier.
A driver lost his life today when an Amtrak train slammed into his truck. News 4's Luke Moretti has been following this story all day from Dunkirk. Luke?
Yeah, a terrible situation here in Dunkirk. Crews have spent most of the day cleaning up the debris field. Now, the impact area is just down the road from where I'm standing. You can see a freight train moving across the rail lines right now and some of the signal lights going on. That is where a truck driver lost his life this morning. An Amtrak passenger train carrying 236 passengers and 16 crew members came to a screeching halt after colliding with a tractor-trailer.
The truck was struck directly in the cab portion on the passenger side.
The driver, 51-year-old Randolph Todd of Texas, who was hauling a load of frozen chicken to the Nestle Purina plant just up the road from the crash, was killed instantly.
The driver of the truck was pinned inside the wreck. We were able to get personnel inside the wreckage to him, and we did determine that he was deceased.
The collision happened at this railroad crossing on Middle Road in Dunkirk.
The warning bars were down, the lights are on, and unfortunately it appears that the tractor-trailer driver tried to cross the tracks despite those sorts of warnings.
None of the passengers and crew on board the Lakeshore Limited traveling between Chicago and New York City was injured. They remained on board the train during the investigation.
They had food, they had water, and the heat was on in the train. They were comfortable and no injuries, so at that point we didn't feel any need to move them, and the Amtrak officials felt comfortable with leaving them on the train.
After waiting for 5 hours, the train's lead engine, which was damaged, was switched out with another. By 1:30, the train was on its way again. Authorities say it's a grim reminder of the potential dangers at railroad crossings.
You know, when the gates are down, not to go around them. It's something that usually ends in a tragedy.
Now, as we said, that train was able to continue on, leaving this area around 1:30, heading towards Buffalo, and Al Vaughters was able to catch up with some of the passengers aboard that train at the Buffalo Depew station earlier this afternoon. He'll have more on that coming up at 5:30. For now, we're live in Dunkirk. Luke Moretti, News 4 at 5.